everyone. So today we'll be continue with some Illustrator tips that you might use in the future design. So first, let's talk about how to split the shape, right? So for example, I want to cut this square into separate pieces. So in original class, in original way we do that is we can use the knife tool, right, to cut it. But a faster way to do that is we do not have to use any tools. Instead, we can go into the object path, and we select split to grid. So you can see I can set up the rows, I can set up the columns, just the number I want to separate it into. Click OK. Then you can see I just divided the shape, divided them into smaller squares, right? In a very easy way. So if I Command Z, go back, if we object path, yes, split into grid, we set it into 4 into 4, and we add a cutter here with 0.1, right? 0.1. Let's see what happens is click OK, and you can see we can add a gap between the smaller piece, right? You can see they're totally the separated elements. You can change it in any way you want. Yeah, so this is the first way we can do that, but we can only use this tool on the square or rectangle, right? So what if you try another shape and you want to split it path, right? Split into grid, add. Okay, you can see it just turns into a rectangle or a square, right? It doesn't allow you to split the other shape. Yeah, so this is a tool. So another way you can split the elements is, so for previous class we talked about you can use the scissors tool to cut, or you can use the knife tool to draw the lines, and then you'll find that the shape is separate. Yeah, so but you can see those cutting lines, they are not straight lines, right? So it's kind of hard to draw exactly straight line. So what we can do is we can hold on the Option key and draw the lines. Hold on Option key, draw. It will just directly give you a straight line. It's much easier for you to divide the elements. Right, hold on the Option key, right, and use the knife tool. Yeah, so this is another way we separate the elements. So another thing is if we use the pen tool, draw, click, and you can see we got the sharp corners, right? So what if we want to change the sharp corners into a round corner? We can hold down the Option key, right? We can hold down the Option key and drag the anchor point. Then we change the sharp corner into a curve, right? So what if we hold down the Option key and click on the anchor point again? It goes back to the original sharp corner. Hold down the Option key, right, drag. If we hold down the Option key, click again, we get back to the sharp corner. Drag, hold down Option key, hold on Option key, drag, hold on Option key, click, right? So you may play with that. It's kind of interesting, right, when you're using it for design. Yeah, so another thing we want to mention about if just randomly draw something here. for example, we got elements like this. Go, copy another one, rotate. So now I want the both corner to be joined together, right? But if we use the hand to find the position, sometimes it's not very accurate, right? So if you zoom in, you can see they are not joined together well. So what we can do is we can use the direct selection tool to select the two corner, right? And we can go into the object, we're going to path again, and then we said we want it to be average. We'll have to select both and click OK. Yes, and you can see the two corners, they are joined together easily. Yes, to anchor point, right? So make sure you are using the direct selection tool to select the two points here, right? Yeah, so this is a way how we join two anchor point together, right? Yes. Then let's talk about the pencil tool. Yeah, so if we draw a shape, if we use the pencil tool, we click on the path and we connect with another path, you can see that you can actually change the form of the shape, right? But the thing is, you have to connect the path, right? Yeah, so another way we can use the pencil tool is, you can see now I'm drawing some, going to change it into path. So you can double click to change how smooth you want your line to be, right? So if you change it into you want to make it accurate, you can see the lines is not smooth enough, right? But it can help you to draw things accurately. Just follow the shape you are drawing by hand, right? But if you are double clicking on the pencil tool, if you change it into smooth, it can prove that whatever you are drawing is a nice smooth line. It's just accurate. You can see it's really easy for you to get a smooth line. Yeah, so this is another tip. You can get a smooth line easily. Okay, so now let's try to get So now, for example, I'm going to recolor and randomly add some color. Okay. Just going to randomly color something. Yeah, I'm just going to like this. Yeah, so if we have an artwork with different color, right, with different types of outline the stroke, So if I change my mind, I want to change the pink into some other colors. So I want to change everything, all the pink in my artwork into another color. So what I can do is I don't have to click those pink elements one by one to change. Instead, I can pick one of them and I can use this tool, select a similar object, right? And I can, here is a small drop-down menu. You can select how they are similar with. So if I want to say, I want to pick all the fill color, the pink fill color, right? And I just click the first one. Or I want to pick the stroke color. It just helps me to pick everything with the same stroke color, right, in the artwork. You can see these because they have no stroke, right? So they are the same stroke type. So if I want to pick the same fill color, you can see it helps me to pick all the pink elements in my artwork, and I can change the color for them if I want, right? You can see I can just change everything by one click. I don't have to pick them one by one. So if I pick this one and I want to say I want to select all the elements with the same stroke color, you can see it helps me to pick everything with the same stroke color, right? Which is the green with the green outline, right? But other elements, they don't have a green outline, so it helped me to pick these three elements, and I can change their color just by one click. It helps you to pick the similar elements in your artwork. So for the black one, I want, let's try and I can help me to pick something with the same for example, the opacity, right? You can see these three elements, they have the same opacity, so I can change them together, right? So this is help you to save your time a lot. Yeah, so the next tip I want to show you is about the drop down shadow, right? So if we get it's also a way to make your elements help you to make your elements pop out more. Just for example, this is elements we want to play with. I want to add a drop down shadow for the for this rectangle. I click on this rectangle and I go into the effect, I go into the stylish, and I said I want a drop down shadow, sharp shadow. Yeah. So we can change the opacity of the shadow, right? You can see how it's changed in the preview. And we can also change the position, offset. Yeah, just keep it like that. And you can always change how much you want it to be blurred. And you can even change the color. So if I just keep it like this, I just click OK, and I get a shadow here. Well, I can also separate the shadow from my elements. So if I get the shadow and I go into object and expand appearance, and I right click to ungroup, it allows me to pick the shadow out separately. So in this way, I can change the shadow in the way I want, right? I can modify the shadow. So if we can go to the edit object, we can give it a envelope distort, we can make mesh with it, right? We can add rows, columns, click OK, and you can use the direct selection tool. For example, you can hold down the shift to drag both anchor point, and yeah, make a curve on the shadow. Right, you can modify the form of the shadow in the way you like. Yeah, you can see this is a even more interesting outcome. If we can expand the shadow. Yeah, but it doesn't allow you to change the shadow into a vector art, right? You can only change the form by using the tool, the envelope distort, the make with mesh, right? Yeah, so this is another interesting effect we can try in the work. Yeah, so the last tip is so a lot of you ask me what if some of the elements when you're doing your design, those elements just came out of the artboard, and how you can cut them, right? You can trim them, only keep showing the things that inside the artboard. So the thing is, we can go into the view, and we set trim the view. What does it mean is it will trim the elements outside of the artboard, and it will only show you the elements that inside the artboard, which is your final design results, right? Yeah, so this is another thing you can do with your artwork. Yeah, so here are some tips we're covering today, and hopefully they will be helpful for your future projects.